Hello, I'm Ada Adefisoye, and today I want to talk about bringing God into your home. Who is God? God says God is love. So he doesn't just have love, he is love. So bringing God into your home means bringing love into your home, bringing love back into families, bringing love back into the house. And today I want to take something from the Bible which really sheds a wonderful light on family life, something about family life. And I'm going into Luke chapter 9, and in verse 14, it's talking about feeding the 5,000. I'm sure we've all heard about, everybody's heard about Jesus fed the 5,000. And what does he do there? He says, from thereabout, there were 5,000 men, so 5,000 men, that's not including women and children, so about 15,000 people. And Jesus said to his disciples, have them sit down, reclining in table groups of about 50 each. Now, today I want to talk about what does the Bible mean when it says reclining in table groups. Why do they have to sit in table groups? Another place in the Bible is in Luke chapter 24, verse 30, that Jesus sits down with his disciples and has his last meal. And it says here, and it occurred as he reclined at table with them, he took a loaf of bread and praised God and gave thanks and asked a blessing and then broke it and was giving it to them. So Jesus reclined at the table with them. That means he sat down together with them. And today I want to talk about the importance of sitting down as a family at a table and having a meal together. And I did a bit of research on this. And these are people who are not even Christians, but they have done a lot of research on the importance and the benefits of sitting down as a family. And research has shown that, conversations during meals provide opportunities for the families to bond. Now, during the communist era, communist architects actually designed homes to get rid of the dining room. So they did that specifically so that families wouldn't bond. They did that to break the family so that the person would be more dependent on the state. So they did that deliberately so that families would be broken. And now you can just see the power in eating together and in coming together just once a day or a few times a week. If you can't manage it every day, then a few times a week is fine. It says conversations during the meal provide opportunities for the family to bond, plan and connect and to learn from each other. So it's very, very important for a family to get together at meal times, and this is exactly what Jesus did, and that made the disciples and all of them bond together. It also, they've given like 10 advantages of eating together, and some of the things that I discovered here were so, which I'd never even heard of before. I never even knew that these were benefits. Number 2 is they model manners. So family meal times is the perfect opportunity to train your children some manners. So where else would we do that but at family meals? So if you sit together, you can train your children just manners, which you just don't do when they're sitting in front of the TV or they're eating elsewhere. It also encourages the children to try new foods. My little son doesn't like Chinese food, and I said to him, well, what if you get sent on a mission to China? What are you going to do? You have to try to learn to eat foods you don't like. So, and it has actually been scientifically proven that you can train a child to eat anything. So eating together also trains the children to eat different foods and to try new cultural foods, to maybe you want to try a food from another culture, the child will learn about that culture, about the people, and it's beneficial for the child's learning. Meals prepared at home are usually more nutritious and healthy. So when you prepare the meal together as a family, it has also been proven that they are more nutritious and they're much more healthy than anything bought outside. The children, and this research also showed that children today are missing out on the importance of knowing how to plan and prepare meals. Just basic cooking skills are going missing now, that we're losing basic cooking skills because families don't want to eat together anymore, they don't want to prepare the meals together anymore. So I'd like to encourage anybody watching this message to get back into eating together, preparing the meals together. You can tell a 4-year-old child to lay the table. You can tell 5, 6-year-olds to cut simple vegetables, and that is how they learn to cook and learn. And it also, this was really surprising, it prevents destructive behaviors. Apparently, research shows that frequent family dinners are associated with lower rates of smoking, drinking, and illegal drug use in preteens and teenagers compared to families that eat together very little. So eating together, it removes destructive behaviors. That was a really surprising discovery that was made. And it also it improves the children's grades when they sit down and eat together, I believe, because that is also a time that they learn from adults. They learn from the parents through the conversations. So today, maybe if you're thinking that the Bible is a little old-fashioned, I want you to just reconsider, because some of the truths in the Bible, they are so they're so modern, and they are so powerful. And maybe you don't have anywhere to sit as a family. I'd like to encourage you today to perhaps you can just start, if you have nowhere to sit, proper dining room area, just to turn off the TV for the beginning and just eat together. And then slowly one can get into planning, okay, where can we sit down and eat together? It is such a powerful thing, and it really bonds the family, and it really, really helps children. God bless you as you watch this.